Where is your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
So we first heard the name all the way back in The Mandalorian Season 2, but Grand Admiral Thrawn is getting set up to be the big bad of Ahsoka, as well as possibly future Star Wars project.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Grand Admiral?
The Emperor recently promoted me after my victory at Baton.
So in this video, I want to give a little bit of history about this guy as he's appeared in Star Wars so far, and maybe a little bit of a theory on where Ahsoka's going. But as always, I'm Al, this is the Geek in Review, and first of all, I just want to say thanks for taking the time to choose to watch this video. If you haven't done it already, please subscribe to the channel, and if you make it all the way to the end, leave a like as well. So the main villain of the Ahsoka show that we just haven't met yet, and possibly future Filoniverse projects, at least that's what it seems so far. Grand Admiral Thrawn does actually have a rich history in Star Wars, going back a lot further than you think. First appearing in novels in the 90s in the Heir to the Empire series, before making it onto the screen in the animated show Rebels, which is the basis for the Ahsoka show if you didn't know that already.
I've spoken of his imminent return.
So who is he and where is he from? Well, Thrawn is from a species called the Chiss, from the unknown regions of space, which, judging by the first few episodes of Ahsoka, it seems that that's where they're going to go. So that's why this guy is a little bit on the blue-green non-human side.
Precisely.
Now, as I said, in the later series of Rebels, Thrawn was the main antagonist and villain. He's a brilliant tactician, and that's one of his strengths. Thrawn met Anakin Skywalker around the time of the Clone Wars. He thought that the conflict that was going on in this part of the galaxy might reach his people who were already in another war with a neighbouring species from the unknown region. After the Clone Wars, he joined the Empire and became a Grand Admiral as he wanted the Empire to fully support his people's war in the future. Now, Thrawn's brilliant mind makes him very hard to beat or overcome in a battle, because the guy is a real thinker of a thinker. He looks at a planet's culture and history, specifically its art, to understand and ultimately beat whoever he's fighting.
The use of this specific color, the angle of the line, this is the work of the rebel Sabine Wren.
He's also not too shabby when it comes to the technical side of it as well, as he helped produce a new class of TIE fighter called the Defender, which they managed to stop production of in Rebels by attacking the base where it was getting constructed. Now, we keep hearing about the disappearance of Thrawn and Ezra Bridger in the Ahsoka show. Now, I haven't spoke about that really in any of my reviews, but just to give you a little bit of backstory on it, he attacked the planet of Lothal, where we met Sabine in episode 1. It's also the planet that Ezra Bridger was from and featured pretty heavily in Star Wars Rebels. Ezra confronted Thrawn, and he didn't sort of beat him, he just took him off the board. Long story short, as you might have guessed, Ezra was at least a Jedi in training, who used his connection to the Force to summon the Pergal hyperspace whales that we've seen in episode 3 of Ahsoka. Essentially, these whales travel through hyperspace to attack Thrawn's ship, and then jump off into the unknown regions of space, where we presume that they still are, because this was the last time that anyone's seen Ezra or Thrawn. Now, from the first few episodes of Ahsoka, we know that he's been reaching out to Morgan Elsbeth, and it seems that Ezra has also seemingly been doing the same to Sabine Wren. So it seems that they're both on their way back. Or at least Ahsoka, Sabine and probably Hera are going to the unknown regions to find them. Now, Thrawn will be played by the same actor that voiced him in the Rebels show, that's Mads Mikkelsen.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Grand Admiral?
The Emperor recently promoted me after my victory at Baton.
And although he might not be familiar to everyone in Star Wars if you're just a casual fan, the hardcore fans have been waiting for Thrawn to make a serious appearance for years.
Where is your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Because the guy is just so fascinating and such a great villain. What makes Thrawn unusual is he rose very high up in the Empire, and as I mentioned at the start of the video, he's not human. Because a lot of people don't think about this, but all the Imperial officers are human because Palpatine was a bit of a racist, but Star Wars doesn't really get into that. And as I said, Thrawn's power is his mind and his intellect. He isn't a Force user, he only has his raw intelligence, and was still only a few steps away from leading the Empire behind Palpatine and Vader. Looks as if they're setting up here is the fall of the New Republic, or I should say, the collapse. The whole scene we hear it in Episode 3, talking to Mon Mothma and the rest of the Senators, kinda indicated that it's not going too well, and they've done that in the previous season of The Mandalorian as well. They also had the setup with Moff Gideon in the Shadow Council, where Thrawn was mentioned as well, so this is all setting up the collapse of the New Republic and the rise of the First Order.
I've spoken of his imminent return.
Because these guys want to get power back, and we know from the sequel trilogy that the Republic is going to fall and the First Order is going to take power at some point, and this is all probably going to culminate in Dave Filoni's first Star Wars film, which is a few years out yet, so we've got a few steps to take before we get there. Now, I don't think we're going to see Thrawn in Episode 4 this week. It's probably going to be 5 or 6 before he shows up. But I just wanted to do a quick video giving you a brief summary of what this guy's about and what you can expect. Like I say, he's absolutely one of the greatest villains that Star Wars has ever had, and he's been a long time coming to live action. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Thrawn's going to bring to the show, as well as how Mads Mikkelsen's performance is going to translate from the animated show to live action. But what do you guys think? Are you looking forward to seeing the live action Thrawn, and I guess Ezra Bridger as well? We're definitely going to be exploring the unknown regions of space and seeing some unique perspectives on the Force and how it's used. It's also safe to expect that we're probably going to get introductions to some of these ancient cultures that have been mentioned in the first 3 episodes of Ahsoka. Maybe we're going to get the Night Sisters of Dathomir or some of their survivors as well, but we're going to have to wait and see. But as always, this is just what I think. I want to hear what you guys think, so let me know in the comments below, or you can reach out to me on Twitter at TheGeeksReviews. I'll be reviewing the rest of the Ahsoka series for its run, and the videos are going to be going up every week, so make sure you're subscribed and you've got the notifications turned on so you don't miss it. I'm going to be doing more live streams as well, so I'd love that if you could join me, and if you are subscribed, I'll be posting the dates and times of that in the community tab. And as always, my name's Al, thanks for watching.